What's going on, my trainer club? We are getting close to GoFest 2021. I want to make sure you guys have everything you need to succeed. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, do you guys have everything you need to succeed in GoFest 2021? If you do not, this video is going to be for you. If you haven't participated in a live event in quite some time, or it has never been happening for you, I'm going to make sure you know exactly what you need, because we have a 2-day event, guys. We need to actually think about it, plan, strategize what's going on. Not only that, I'm going to pin everything that I talk about in the comments below if you guys do want to check out any of the products that we are going to talk about. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I want to make sure you guys have the best, robust Pokemon Go Fest 2021 and successful. So if you guys do want to play with me, I am going to be in New York City. We are meeting at the General Sherman Monument at around 9 a.m. as we get closer to the event, and I have the final details. I will pin it in the comments below. I'll put it on all my social media, so follow me at the Trainer Club with 2 B's. And before we get into it, I just want to remind you guys, trainerclub.shop for your GoFest merchandise is live. It has been shipping out in batches, so we're already on the way out. So you guys are wondering if you're going to get your merchandise, you can get it. Please order it now if you do want it. If it's international, that might be a little bit of a challenge, but if you're national, order it now. Not only that, we have the official Trainer Club snapback that has officially been uploaded in there, and if it's not right now, it's literally going to be in a couple hours. So trainerclub.shop is going to be where you get your merchandise and the official first ever released Trainer Club snapback. Alrighty, so on to Pokemon Go Fest. We need the gear to get you guys suited and ready to go. Number one, we need to stay hydrated, right? We need to stay hydrated throughout the day. So what you can do is bring your canteen, whatever that is. But what I would suggest doing is making it a little bit more efficient for yourself, especially if you plan to go really hard. So what that looks like for me is a Camelback. Camelbacks are absolutely amazing. If you're not familiar with what it is, it's basically just a backpack, and it has a water bladder in it that you can fill up with water, and then it has a little spout that comes through the strap, and it allows you to drink from it without it spilling out everywhere. So now it's evenly distributed on your back, and you're able to refill it throughout the day, and it's super condensed too. Camelbacks, in my opinion, are essential during GoFest because they allow you to drink, especially during the summertime. So that is an absolute must for me, especially if you're going with the family. You can have 1 or 2 people that has it. Mom or dad, I'm thirsty. You obviously have the Camelback strip. You just open it and you let your kids drink from it too. It's an absolutely great experience. So that's something that I've learned from going snowboarding and backpacking and hiking. It's always done me wonders, and I've taken that into Pokemon Go as well, and it always serves. And number 2, I would suggest some type of hat, whether it's going to be the Trainer Club snapback or whether it's going to be some type of safari type hat that has a brim around it that covers your whole entire front of your head. Thank you, motorcycle. And it also covers the back of your neck. The reason being is that it is the summertime in the United States. And if you're outside of the United States, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it's the summertime, right? So you want to make sure that you're protected against the sun, because although you can keep reapplying sunscreen, there's really only one situation that's going to help you the most, and that's going to be using something that's actually going to cover you up. So you're probably going to want that and some sunglasses throughout the day, just to make sure that you guys are fully protected. I prefer the hats, right? They do a good job, but also I really like the safari type hats that are the bucket hats with everything that circles around, because then it really protects the neck, the nose, the ears, everything around this area that also gets exposed beyond when you're just wearing a cap. And so those 2 things, in my opinion, are crucial. If it's not incredibly hot and you want to protect yourself on the sleeves, you can wear long sleeves and just be a little hot and uncomfortable. I do that from time to time because, like I said, the sun gets really hot. So now let's move into some of the things that you may want to have to keep your gameplay successful. Number 1 thing I may suggest is some type of cold pack. Reason being is because sometimes in the heat, your phone can overheat. And so if your phone is already prone to overheating, you're gonna wanna have some type of cold pack that you can put your phone on during and throughout the day. So it may be some type of freezer bag. It may be like you have it in your Camelback with a little bit of ice in a pack that you can just put the phone on occasion. It's definitely going to help out. Not only that, what I suggest you guys having is an external battery pack that is going to last for quite a bit of time, that can have and handle multiple charges throughout multiple days. Those things take at least, a few hours to the overnight process to overcharge them. But if you have the right one, such as an Anchor one, which I really enjoy, those are really good. I have them pinned in the comments below as well. I really like those things because they do serve such a good purpose. Like, you can't go out there expecting your phone not to die when you're gaming pretty hard on it, and Pokemon Go does take a decent amount of battery. Not so much on the data usage, but the battery it definitely uses because your phone is constantly on throughout the day. And then beyond that, I would suggest that you guys also have some type of extended charger cable as well that goes in there, because you're gonna wanna put that charger pack in your backpack, and then you're not gonna want too small of a cable. So you can think about it. 3 feet cable, 6 feet cable, depending on what you want. I always use a 6 feet cable because you can always wrap them up a little bit and have it like a 4-foot cable, but you can't extend a 3-foot cable. So I always have a couple extra cables just in case one of them does happen to break, and I can always be reassured that I'm ready to go. Not only that, I always suggest that you guys bring a condensed and foldable poncho. You could bring an umbrella, but umbrellas get a little clunky. And when you're trying to play with Pokemon Go with an umbrella, it gets really hard, right? So having a poncho, I think, is really important to keep you dry. Then what about your phone? What I suggest doing is having a sandwich bag. The sandwich bag would then go your phone into the sandwich bag. You can zip lock it, and it's a really easy way to play while keeping your phone dry. Even though most of our phones are semi-water resistant these days, I always want to make sure you guys have everything. So try that sandwich bag out and see if it does work for you. Not only that, a great thing to use is a stylus. Some of us may have trouble with our fingers after a long period of time of using it on the game. A great way to supplement that is to use a stylus to use it on the screen as opposed to a different scenario. So styluses, whether it works for you or not, is always a good plus to spin the ball, to raid for it, whatever that is, to protect your finger for long periods of gameplay. So then if you don't plan to wear a hat, sunscreen would obviously be in your best benefit. And not only do I suggest sunscreen, but let's talk about food as well. Wherever you're at, guys, have a plan to go somewhere. I always like Chipotle. I feel like it's a really good, healthy option and a quick option at that as well. So I'm able to get 2 for the price of 1, which is really good. Number 2, I always suggest having some type of nutrition bar, breakfast bar, power bar. I always suggest it being healthy. Try to stay away from the junk food, because junk food, what it does is it spikes your blood sugar and then it drops you. So you're gonna get a big spike of energy and then you're gonna be dropping. I don't want you guys to be dropping off throughout the day without having that scenario. So what I suggest, something like a Go Macro bar, ordering those, having them in your Camelback, which is really efficient. If you don't plan to bring a Camelback, having something like a drawstring or a fanny pack would also work, but the fanny pack is a little bit harder because it's a little bit more condensed, doesn't really optimize for water potential. Not only can you do Go Macro bars, there's other bars out there such as RX bars and other things like that. I suggest buying an organic one that is a little bit lower on the glycemic index, has some good fats and other things like that. That's why I recommend the Go Macros and other things like that. Not only that, if you do plan to go somewhere where there is a YouTuber and you do like that YouTuber, bring something to get signed if that's something that you desire. So if you're coming to New York City, you want me to sign something, I'm happy to do so. Please bring that merchandise. I will have a silver and a black permanent marker. Not only that, what I do suggest having is an auto catcher. A lot of you guys have asked me about my auto catcher. Unfortunately, I can't rush that situation and try to bring a product that is not 100% user ready right now. So I am working my best on it. But if you do need one, GameStop is always a great option. You can keep your receipt, and whenever we do drop ours, you can always exchange it, right? It does have a feature that all the other gotchas out there do not have. That is probably gonna be in your best interest, because why not have more features for everybody out there as well? So I'm just saying it's important to have it. If you have one from the past, great, use that. But if you need a new one and you can wait for it, I would suggest so. But if you cannot, you're gonna have to purchase one. If you wanna check out my auto catcher video, you can check it out up here. And not only that, I'm gonna suggest one more thing. It's gonna be an electrolyte balance to put into your water. Why do I suggest that? Because it's the summertime, we're gonna be sweating. If you're just drinking water, we're not replenishing the big macro minerals such as magnesium, potassium, calcium, sodium that we're gonna be sweating out through our pores. So by just drinking back, we are actually diluting our mineral base in our body. So you wanna have something that's going to replenish you, that I will also have pinned in the comments below. Everything is in the comments below to help you guys succeed. And if there's anything more after this video that I do think about, that I do not cover, and you see it down there, it's because of that situation. I wanted to include it. And then finally, I would suggest in your Camel backpack or your drawstring backpack to have a change of shirt, maybe a long sleeve shirt in case it does get colder towards the end of the day. And if it does rain and you do get wet, maybe an extra pair of socks, and then obviously having a good quality pair of shoes out there. Obviously, I would not suggest getting a brand new pair of shoes like the day or two before. You're gonna wanna do that now and start breaking them in because they could eventually hurt your feet if you walk too much on a brand new pair of shoes. So keep that in mind. And then finally, I always suggest you guys to have a lot of fun. What is Pokemon Go without having fun? So be prepared. That is gonna be how you succeed. Have your food, have your water, have your minerals, have your hat, whatever that is to you, have your Trainer Club merchandise ready to go. And hopefully I'll see you guys in New York City. So I hope this helps, guys. Makes you guys get ready for everything that's coming at you at GoFest 2021. So thank you guys for being here. Likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.